Namaste, Pranam, Gita Dhyanam. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Gratitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitam Vritavarshinim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Ambatva Manusandadhami Bhagvad Gite Bhavadveshinim. O Bhagavad Gita, with which Lord Narayana himself gave enlightenment to Partha. The ancient sage Vyasa included it in the Mahabharata. O Goddess, showerer of the nectar-like knowledge of non-dualism contained in your 18 chapters, O my affectionate mother, the destroyer of rebirth, I meditate upon thee. Krishna Vandana. Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kansachanura Mardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Son of Vasudeva, the slayer of Kansa and Chanur, extreme delight for Mother Devaki, O Lord Krishna, the supreme teacher of the universe, my salutations to you. Srimad Bhagavad Gita Bhakti Yoga 12th Adhyay, and Shri Krishna has given us a wonderful teaching in our previous reading that if it is not possible for you to fix your mind on me so easily, do abhyasa. Through Ahyasa Yoga you get it done, and think about me, then seek me, then seek to reach me. That you will get. Krishna had said that Atachittam samadhatum na shaknoshi mayi sthiram abhyasa yogena tataha mami chhattum dhananjaya. Through Abhyasa Yoga, it may not be possible for you to fix your mind on me all the time. Why all the time? Even for a minuscule time, it may not be possible for you. Just for a fraction of a second, if you have to put your mind on me, immediately it will run away. We put our mind on God, not even a second, and the mind starts running around here and there. That is the nature of the mind. So Sri Krishna says, you have to keep on constantly practicing with patience and perseverance. Keep on doing it. Bring the mind back from those worldly objects and put it back on me, put it back on me, put it back on me. It may take lives and lives and lives. It may not happen even in a single lifetime. But it will happen one day. But it will give you results. You will keep on progressing on that path of coming to me. Through Abhyasa Yoga, then ma ichha aptum. Then you desire to reach me. Then with that Abhyasa Yoga, with that constant practice, but again, Sri Krishna knows all our problems. We are filled with problems. The moment Lord says you do this, we know, Lord knows that we are not able to do that. We don't have that patience. We don't have that perseverance of following Sri Krishna's advice of performing the Abhyasa Yoga, of doing that constant practice. Sri Krishna wonderfully knows us. After all, He is our creator. The Lord is our creator. So Lord knows all the weaknesses of these weakling children of His. Lord knows that even that Abhyasa Yoga is not possible for all my weakling children. They cannot perform the attitude of constant practice. They cannot have that attitude of constantly practicing, of pulling back mind from the sense objects, from the worldly objects, from the material objects, and putting them back on the Lord. We are so weak. Now, Sri Krishna says again Sri Krishna says, don't get disheartened, my dear child. There is again, I am showing you hundreds of ways out. I am showing you so many ways out, how you can do it, how you can reach me. You see, Lord also has lots of patience. because we are Lord's loving children, because we are the loving children of that divine mother. Lord is not losing patience. Lord says that abhyāse'pyasamartho'si matkarmaparamo bhava madarthamapi karmāṇi kurvansiddhimavāpsyasi. Shri Krishna says, abhyāse'pyasamartho'si. Abhyāse'pyasamartho'si. If you are asamartha, if you are not capable of doing that abhyasa, of doing that constant practice of pulling back the mind from the worldly objects and putting it back onto me, if you are not capable of even doing that, then I am giving you a simple remedy. Now, Krishna is repeating this remedy again and again. It is not the first time that he is telling this. It is not the first time that Krishna is telling this of matkarmaparamo bhava. Matkarmaparamo bhava. That intent of doing actions for my sake. You develop that intention, you develop that attitude of performing all your actions on behalf of me. Matkarmaparamo bhava. Madarthamapi karmāṇi. Even by performing actions for my sake. Madarthamapi karmāṇi kurvansiddhimavāpsyasi. You will attain perfection. You will reach the desired goal. You will reach the desired goal of reaching me. Even when you start performing actions as performing for my sake. Now, you remember, this is not the first time that Sri Krishna has told us to do this. Sri Krishna earlier also he told us to do this. Sri Krishna says, Ye tu sarvani karmāṇi mai sanyasya matparaha. Give up all that attitude of, I am doing it. Give up that attitude. You renounce that attitude. You hand over that ownership of the activity, of doing a work, of doing a task. You hand over that ownership to me. After all, it is my work. You are just an instrument. Like Sri Krishna had told Arjuna earlier also, that you don't think you are going to kill all those Bhishma, Drona, Jayadratha and Kansa. I have already planned for that. You be an instrument for the name's sake and do your duty of waging this war. Likewise, Sri Krishna again and again and again telling us, give up that wretched I, that ownership of I am doing it. The moment we have this feeling of I am doing it, we give up all. The moment we have this feeling of I am the doer, everything is gone. We are not the doers at all. The Lord has already planned everything for us. It is not that with that attitude that Lord has already planned everything for us, then why should we worry? Let me do whatever I want Him to do. Let me do whatever He wants me to do. But it is the idea of surrender. And once we take up that attitude of surrender to the Lord, we can never do anything wrong. We can never do which is not wanted from us to do. Provided we wholeheartedly, most sincerely, with all the devotion and faith in the Lord, we take up that attitude that I am an instrument in His hand. The moment we take up that attitude of I am an instrument in His hand, He is the ultimate doer. Nothing can go wrong. We can never get into doing anything wrong. That is the beauty, and that assurance Sri Krishna is giving us again and again and again. That if you are not able to perform that yoga of abhyasa, if you are not able to do constant, practice of bringing back mind from worldly objects and putting it on me, then just do one thing, that you start performing all your works for my sake. Consider every work that you are doing, it is my work. And once you do it, that madarthamapi karmāṇi kurvansiddhimavāpsyasi, even with that path, even with that attitude, you will reach me finally. Madarthamapi karmāṇi kurvansiddhim. What is your ultimate objective? Your ultimate desire or ultimate objective is to reach me. You will reach me through that also. kurvansiddhimavāpsyasi. You will seek to perfection when you start doing things for my sake. If you are unable even to practice Ahyasa Yoga, be you intent on doing actions for my sake. Even by performing actions for my sake, you will attain perfection. kurvansiddhimavāpsyasi. That is the simplest way Lord is telling. He is giving us so many alternatives. Now, it is our thinking. It is our capability to choose one of these. He has given multiple choices. He has given us the choice of Ahyasa Yoga. He has given the choice of renouncing all the actions in Lord. To sarvani karmāṇi mai sannyasya matparaha. And again now he is giving the same advice of matkarmaparamo bhava. Do all the works that you are doing as if thinking, get that attitude, develop that attitude of I am doing this for the sake of Lord. The Lord has made me an instrument to do this. I am performing it to the best of my ability. Even those abilities, they have been given to me by the Lord. If the Lord has given me this work, Lord has given me the abilities to do this work. Let me do it to the best of my abilities, which have been provided by the Lord. If we start working with that attitude, then the end is well within our grasp. Then kurvansiddhimavāpsyasi. You will reach that goal. You will reach that perfection. You will reach that ultimate the goal of your spiritual journey. Force of habit is too strong to be altered or curbed. It drags man along its own way. Forcefully breaking mind doesn't help. Krishna has told us, yes, that is also one way. For some it may work, for some it may not work. Now for those whom it may not work, that putting mind, and those who want a better, easier alternative, Sri Krishna says best way is forget your ownership of doing anything. You just hand over all that responsibility to me. I am there now. My hona. That's what Krishna says. That leave all that responsibility to me and start performing your actions for my sake as my instrument. Even such a bent can be turned to advantage. While the bent is allowed to have its way, it is utilized in the service of the Lord. I am doing it now that when I say I am doing it for the Lord, you see the difference between these two eyes, the two eyes, that I am doing the work. I am working on this project and I am doing this work on behalf of the Lord. I am doing this work as the Divine Mother's instrument. I am not doing it. Lord is getting it done through me. See the difference between the attitudes that we express in these two manners. I am doing the work. Yeah, I am working on it, no? And I am doing the work for the sake of the Lord. How gentle, how humble the second attitude is. That I am working for Him. I am not the doer. The ownership lies with someone else. He has given me certain abilities and according to those abilities, He has chosen me to do His work. What a great the blessing that we have got while performing that work as His representative, as the representative of my Divine Mother, as an instrument in her hands. A talkative man, for example, may go on talking of God instead of worldly things. An active man may work hard for the glory of his Maker and not for mammon. When he becomes an instrument of the Lord in this way, no work tempts him. And naturally, you cannot blame an instrument. You cannot blame an instrument if the instrument is not doing. One who is handling that instrument, the blame goes to him. So if I have not done something right, it is not my fault, man. The Lord wants it that way. But that doesn't mean that I should develop that attitude of escapism if I am a failure. That doesn't mean I should not try my best of doing it. Because it is the Lord's work, I must put in my best foot forward. Since it is the Lord, if it is my work, if I fail, yes, I have to take the blame. But then if it is my work, I may not even put my best foot forward, that is for sure. If I am an instrument in the hand of the Lord, how can Lord misuse His instrument? How can the Divine Mother misuse her instrument? No. It will never happen, provided we develop that attitude most sincerely, most devotedly. Then we will never be failures. His mind gradually becomes purified and Godhood is reached. The moment we take up that attitude, it is a challenge Sri Krishna is giving. The moment you start working on anything, you start doing all these tasks and activities and so many complexities that you are involved in doing, you start doing them as my work. You will be free from the responsibility. You will be free from the ownership. And that project, that work is bound to be successful because now our entire attitude toward the work has changed. And since it is His work, it is His botheration, it is His responsibility to see to it that the work is fructified in a successful manner. Let us see what Sri Ramakrishna also says of this. When a man changes his attitude, he is freed from bondage. Till the time the man is working with the attitude of I am the doer, there are bound to be mistakes, there are bound to be failures. But the moment that attitude is changed, he is freed from the bondage. Then it is not I am the doer. He is getting it done through me. See the difference in the attitude? Whatever work takes place through man is actually the work of Lord. See, Sri Ramakrishna is also saying the same thing as what Sri Krishna has told us in this. Do it for my sake. And then when the man changes the attitude, then it doesn't become his work, then it becomes the Lord's work. Lord, you have your work done by me. In ignorance, I feel I am the doer. You are getting it done through me as your instrument. It is my ignorance, it is my illusion, it is my delusion that I am thinking I am the doer. And the moment I think I am the doer, things start go haywire. May I only be an instrument in your hand. May I only be an instrument in your hand. The attitude of this kind emancipates the aspirant. This attitude of I am not the doer, I am just an instrument. Till the time the attitude of I am the doer was there, things never worked out for me. Things never worked out for me in becoming one with my Lord. The mind never cooperated with me. But the moment I have taken up this attitude of I am an instrument, the Lord has planned me to do this work. The moment I get into that attitude, Lord also removes all the obstacles. Then I am not doing anything. Then how can my mind go anywhere? Then my mind is not my mind. It is the Lord's mind then. Then it is in the Lord's hand. And once the mind itself is in the hands of the Lord, how can the mind then go around to all these different worldly objects, to go around all these objects of enjoyments? It is just not possible. If I am an instrument, if this body is an instrument of the Lord, even mind is an instrument of the Lord. This whole being is an instrument of the Lord. with this physical sheath as well as those internal faculties of mind, intellect. So when this is the thing, there is no chance for my mind to go helter-skelter, and that is what Sri Krishna is assuring us. That is what Sri Ramakrishna has also told us in his teachings on this shloka, that if you are unable even to practice Abhyasa Yoga, then you start performing, you change your attitude. You intend on doing actions for my sake. And even by performing actions for my sake, you will reach perfection. That is the guarantee. That is the assurance that Sri Krishna has given us again and again. He is just he is putting that solid pumping us with that attitude. He is pumping us with that confidence. He is building the confidence levels in us that yes, you can reach me. Don't just run away. That is not your doing. That is not your attitude. Change the attitude, you are mine and I am yours. That is as simple as that. So that was our 10th shloka of the Bhakti Yoga, the 12th adhyaya of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Sri Krishna Arpanamastu. Jai Sri Ramakrishna. Jai Thakur. Jai Ma. Jai Swami.